Why do we have to take the butt of everything? Okay, this community here is already suffering.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Let's get right into it here. So we're gonna watch a news clip from New York. I believe it's coming from Queens, and it's regarding the migrant crisis and of course, you know, what's going on as far as the resources that's being taken up by the migrants that the residents of New Yorkers are not getting access to or never had access to. So let's watch this news clip together, and then we'll talk about it at the end.
In one neighborhood in Queens between NYCHA tenants and newly arrived migrants.
Wow, tensions are growing with not enough food to go around.
Why do we have to take the butt of everything? Okay, this community here is already suffering.
The residents living in NYCHA's Queensbridge houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly. But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they have also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive. A month ago, one altercation got so heated between a resident and a migrant, someone ended up in the hospital.
We would never turn anyone away for a meal, but there simply just is not enough for both NYCHA residents and the migrant shelter residents.
Councilmember Julie Wan says she alerted the mayor to the growing tension in her community and was able to get $50,000 to increase the number of hot meals served inside NYCHA's. But she's concerned the mayor's new budget cuts will only put further stress on a community already living in scarcity.
People are going hungry right now. People are frustrated with not having enough to eat, not having heat and hot water in their shelters or in their houses in NYCHA. And people want to make sure that they just have their basic needs met, like any human would anywhere. And that's what's causing the tension.
And we're going to see what happens tomorrow. That's when the Reese family and Councilmember Wan are putting together a fall family feast equipped to serve 2,000 people. We're going to see how far the resources can stretch.
There you have it. There you have it. Another case of you get what you voted for. And, you know, sometimes I want to feel sorry for these people. Sometimes I don't. But ultimately, it is due to what they did in voting people in like Eric Adams or Mayor, Brandon Johnson, Gavin Newsom. People like them who are going to ruin the community, who's going to ruin the city, who's going to ruin their state. And most of the time, what sucks is, really for them, is that they don't really see or have any foresight on what could possibly go wrong with some of these policies that are implemented in their communities and that they vote for. Because most of the time when these mayors and governors are running, they tell them exactly what they're going to do. They campaign on some of these things here. And they don't realize that, hey, these things in practice, are horrible. They might sound good on paper, but when you're actually, implementing it, it's going to ruin our community and our city. And that's exactly what's going on here. So all that virtue signaling about being sanctuary cities and, we love migrants, we're going to accept migrants. Now that they're actually having to cash that check, it is backfiring. And, I don't know if these people are going to learn, from their mistakes of what they did with voting these people in. They're going to mess around and probably vote for a Democrat or vote for Joe Biden or Eric Adams all over again. It's really kind of wild because the patterns are pretty much the same. And if they're not voting for it, you're probably going to have some white liberal who's going to vote for them anyway. So it's really probably never going to change. And it's sad to see, people having to suffer like this. But then again, this teaches you that, your civic duties, understanding the system, going out there and voting, not just for the presidents, but also in your local elections as well, is very, very detrimental. And, us as a community, we have to stop voting for somebody just because they look like us, just because they sound good, just because they're black, just because they're from the same hood, the same, area, neighborhood, whatever. None of that really matters, man. You got to you got to look at these people's policies and what they say that they're going to do. Because at the end of the day, most of the time, as you can see with these Democrats, they just like to, line up their own pockets. Policies really don't matter to them. And then also, once again, they have, in my opinion, the whole global, the globalist agenda, and the Democrats are 100 a part of that. So, the first step to enacting something like that is to destroy a city, and then also say, you have the solutions for it. So hilarious. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this video in the comment section. Make sure you guys please hit the like button down below. I would greatly appreciate that. It helps the channel out tremendously. YouTube doesn't know to push this content if YouTube doesn't know that you like this content. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button with the notification bell, guys, so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks for being here. See you on the next one. Peace.